set up all the details. I think my co-commentator will be joining me, so you'll get to hear his voice as well as the first cars head out on track. Feels weird doing this after it's only been 2 weeks, but getting into the rhythm again. Who's first out on track? Jones Gang Goose Slayer. Not really a surprise, we've come to expect it from these two. "16 drivers out of the 20 involved in today's race. About a good 10 of them out on track at the moment. Josh, can you hear me? No worries. Do you want to guess who are the first two cars out on track?
Jones Gang 1.
Yeah.
Also.
Goose Slayer is the other.
I think that, yeah, they're the same two as...
Yeah, we always say it. And then it's Goose going to do his one lap.
Yeah, and he'll stay in for the rest of it. And the thing is, it'll be a good lap as well. Unless he validates, of course.
It's cloudy in qualifying. I don't know whether there'll be any rain at any point. I've not had any information yet.
Yeah. He's on mediums, isn't he, Goose Slayer, so...
He's on softs, I think. I think it's Beaver on mediums. The other Williams out on track.
Oh, we got a 6-3 yellow flag. No, I'd just be sliding down.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with Goose. The AlphaTauri there doing well to stay out of the way. Down to second ideally here, but traction is an issue out the corner. Bit of a short shift. And about power here. How low are those wings under the bridge?
Purple sector 1.
Curb on that'll be invalidation, just too much curb on the inside there. How's Jones Gang getting on? See, where's his thing? There it is, 13th.
He's doing
See his
brilliant.
finger for a second. He invalidates as soon as we go on board with him, so... We
It's
always
the
seem
curse.
to have this effect on people. I don't understand what it is really, but we'll watch Antivirus making his debut in Tier 2. We both know him from Apex.
Yeah. Good driver, of
Quick
course.
driver.
Qualifying.
Yeah. I think he's got a chance of pole today.
You should know more than me about the Shadow guy as well.
Yeah, I thought he might have qualified a little bit higher than he did yesterday, to be honest. I think in one of the practice sessions he did a 124.8, so I think
That's
he's
quite
capable
good.
of being up there, though, yeah. I'd be interested to see what Antivirus's lap is like. The first registered time in this qualifying session, 125.2. They can go quicker.
Yeah, I think for pole position you do want to be looking around the 124 or high 24s possibly.
I think it will be lower based on Tier 3 yesterday.
What was the Tier 3 pole time?
Mine, I was on pole and it was like 124.69.
Oh Jesus
I think.
Christ. That's really
Shadow.
good then, isn't it? So
Yeah, and then I think... Who was behind me? I think Obese and Elite, Volt Elite did like 124.8. So I think we'll see a few of them in sort of the 124.8 territory. Really. Let's go on board with Merc. I think.
yeah, he's done a lot. As Beaver also peels off into the pits. It's got a lot of traffic coming up actually, Merc. I've just seen on the map. 3 or 4 cars.
Yeah, he went out a little bit later than the others, didn't he?
Yeah.
He might... If they're not on laps, he'll be alright here. He might get a little slipstream for a few.
It's his teammate.
Jones
Look.
Gang is his teammate as well. Is
Oh.
he gonna... Oh, okay.
That's a bit of an ugly way to do it.
Yeah, I think he would have been better going to the inside because he would have. I don't know. Maybe they were talking about it in party, but I think if they weren't, or I don't know, it might have been a bit of a
It's an okay
tricky
lot.
one to judge.
By his standards, let's say.
Yeah, he can go quicker.
Yeah.
He can go quicker.
course, we've just returned from the break, haven't we? Lots of driver transfers.
Yeah, I've not really talked about that yet. Oh, and House spin in turn 1. It is an easy place to spin there, especially if the balance of the car isn't quite right.
You need the rear end to stick. Doesn't look like he had that going into the first
Elusive
corner.
up to P2. He's made the jump from Tier 3 up to Tier 2 in the Red Bull seat, being promoted by Drunken Shamrock. Another, well, the significant driver transfer is Merck to AlphaTauri. Josh, what do you make of that one?
It's a bit of a weird one. I was saying this a couple of weeks ago when it happened. I'm not fully understanding the reason behind it. Maybe they just want to target Tier 2 over at AlphaTauri. Who knows? But yeah, I still can't get my head around it really. I mean, I think they traded Bold, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Bold for Merck, I believe.
Yeah, and I think Bold was doing okay in Tier 1 for them as well, so maybe it's just a tactical change, but...
It's sort of, you know, do you favour Tier 1 or do you favour Tier 2, really?
Yeah. Where do you think you can get the most points from? So, I could be proven wrong.
We just thought it was amusing, didn't we? Because now he's teammates with Jones Gang, who had the collision in France. So
it did, yeah. Actually,
you never know who your teammate might end up being.
Someone else as well has moved, Japella. He's gone down to Tier 2 actually, but in the McLaren now. So they're starting to build their team back up.
Yeah, he moved around a bit, didn't he? I think he
did.
His first, well, he was at Racing Point, wasn't he? I think he moved somewhere and then, well, he stepped down from being team principal or something, didn't he? And then
I think he went to, where did he go?
Renault or something. I'm probably wrong, but
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know.
Right, actually. Yeah. We'll let you guys work it out.
Yeah, mate.
Watching.
I haven't been tracking these things. Should do really, but
I'll check the chat box if anyone wants to tell me we're wrong. Then feel free to do so. On board with Goose as he enters maybe the trickiest part of the lap through the S's, Maggots and Beckett's.
It looks smooth that time actually on the mediums.
Yeah, I wondered whether he maybe could have been a little bit more aggressive on the sort of exit. I mean, that's the tricky thing with that corner. You sort of have to try to... You don't want to go too wide, but you have to sort of judge it so you're, you know, narrowly close to hitting the grass, really. Drops down to third.
He could have been a bit more aggressive there, but as well. Nice lap. Very, let's say off par for him. Maybe he hasn't been in the car, I don't know. Been driving for a week or two, but... I mean,
well, I think you do.
Oh, what's
I mean, I took...
What? That was...
What happened?
Well, I was just looking at Zombie. He said he was in the pits. His car was sat in the middle of the hangar straight. Like, not moving.
Maybe that's a glitch or something, I don't know. I think he said he disconnected,
Oh, and oh.
Is that AlphaTauri at it?
Yeah. Got a bit close.
Well, they're trying the slipstream, aren't they? Jones Gang coming to the end of his lap now. 18 corners. This is the very last one. What's it going to be? Up to P4. So Jones Gang ahead of his teammate Merck. And to be fair as well, you know, Jones Gang could make a real statement if he manages to out-qualify his teammate heading into the Grand Prix.
It's half the job done.
So,
He needs to do it in the race. And that's a bloody good lap, that, actually. 124.9 flat for Shadow goes quicker.
I think I might be wrong. I think he did a slower lap yesterday. So that's, I mean, that's sort of what from what I've seen of him, that's what I expect a little bit more from him. I think even he can go quicker there. I mean, I think pole will be around 124.8. It should be lower based on Tier 3. Conditions maybe a bit cloudier.
You're about to say the track might be a bit cooler. So we don't know. I mean, hopefully we get a bit of rain.
We were going to in Tier 3 yesterday, but when they had to restart the lobby, as Merc goes off, hits the grass.
Oh, so
That's what I was sort of saying about with when Goose was going through there. You know, if you're too aggressive, you will take the grass, but you really have to be on the limit and push in a lot of these corners just to get them perfect.
Did they not set the weather as wet then in the race?
Well, the first lobby it was like light rain at the start, and then they did dynamic again for the second lobby. So just, like,
should have kept it as rain.
Yeah. Well, I was looking forward to it, but you know, it worked out for me in the end, so I can't complain.
Oh, you won, didn't you?
Starts his lap, yeah. On penalties,
Oh, okay.
so work to be done. Still,
Japela's just
Japela heads
26,
into Brooklands. I think it'll be interesting to watch Japela. His first race in Tier 2.
Well,
quite a lot of expectation on him to actually win the race even.
there was a bit of outrage about
to do it.
Wasn't there, with him entering Tier 2,
Yeah,
saying he's possibly too quick.
I think it's a tricky one though, I think, isn't it? Because you'll have drivers in every tier who maybe are arguably too quick, you know. Oh, and Japela, he did well to save that a little bit. Just hit the back of the car on the barrier. We'll keep it going. He's got to hurry up though a little bit. I think he's waited to go out a little bit longer maybe to save tyres.
Well, can't use them now.
And gonna have to get some laps in. He's 15th at the moment. Jones Gang, I believe, has moved up to P2.
He has. Good spot.
Elusive P3. Sky High on his return to DTF1, a very impressive P4. Antivirus in the other Alfa Romeo in P5. It's interesting actually looking at the top 7. It's, well, we've got the Haas on pole, which I'm sure you will be delighted with, Josh, and then we've got the AlphaTauri, Red Bull and Alfa Romeo teams making up P2 to P7. So it could be interesting from a strategic point of view if all those teams are able to hold on to those positions on board with Gary currently.
Who's still a Ferrari?
I don't think there is anyone. Oh, is it Trooper?
Yeah, he's on.
That's true, actually.
I don't know why he's. Is he forgotten? I don't know. Maybe he can't be bothered.
Well, I might just join mid-quali still a bit of time, we'll see. Gary in Sector 2, he's improved by a 1/10 of a second. How will he attack these final few corners? Down to 5th, I believe. Maybe could have been a little bit more aggressive on the exit. Going to brake here. Down to 3rd gear, up to 4th.
Mr. Customer Service man
section.
Crosses the line.
P6 for Gary. It's close. P3 to, well, P7 really separated by only 2/10 of a second in this Tier 2 qualifying session. 4 minutes just under to go.
Yeah, interesting. Speeds up P9 as well. He never seems to do fantastic in quali, actually. It's always in the race he manages to push him way up into those podium positions, but see what happens. I mean, like I said earlier, maybe a bit of rain would spice the race up. Just a little bit, mix the order a bit.
Let us know, anyone, if there are any Tier 2 drivers or personnel watching, what the weather conditions are like. Who's on a lap at the moment? Don't think Gary is.
No, he's
down. He's
invalidated anyway, if he is.
Quite a few on out laps, I think, yeah.
Is he going to get time to go in and come back out?
Gary?
Yeah. Don't think he will.
Right now, I'm gonna say no, purely because of that pit lane is basically hell. So I don't think he'll have time, because I think the amount of time it'll take to get into the garage and then come back out because of how long that pit lane is.
Yeah. Keep an eye on that though.
I'm not sure.
I'll go and start his lap again.
Yeah, I think Merck's on a lap. I think Merck and Japela are the ones to probably watch out for in terms of the improvers. They might, well, Merck I think might hit traffic
Oh,
though.
good first sector
He's
that.
up by a tenth there, yeah, tenth and a half. If he can continue to find that time throughout the lap, he's in with a good chance. But
Yeah,
I think, as I said, I think, yeah, well, he might do, but I think it might also put him off some of this traffic ahead, arguably. But
yeah, they need to get a move on. Oh, a bit wide there.
I mean, he might have, Merck might have timed it to do another hot lap after this as well. I mean, I think I did that once or twice yesterday. And it is possible. Yellow flag. Oh, he's a bit wide there.
Yeah,
he'll lose time down the straight now as well. I mean, he's gained 2/10. He's up 2/10, but whether or not he's going to lose time because of the grass contact.
It's not been the cleanest
Keeps
of
it in
laps, has
sixth.
it?
Nah, it is a difficult track, I think, to nail. In all fairness to them. Final corner, what can Merck do? P3.
So Jones Gang has out-qualified him.
Yeah. Sending a message, really. Perhaps
Oh,
showing
Gary
why
has-
Merck has
oh.
been demoted to the Red Bull team.
Gary is back out with 1 minute 10 to go.
Oh, he's not going to make it. I don't think he will, based on where he is now. What can Japella do? Can Japella steal pole?
No.
No.
Close.
P4.
Between...
A good lap, though. I mean,
second
he was
and
under
fourth.
pressure to get that in, to be fair to him. Good lap. We're watching Hal currently now. What can Hal do in the racing point? I think he's shown evidence that he's got some pace, but maybe hasn't quite delivered it consistently, although he is down on that time. I don't think he's going to improve. Jones Gang has invalidated. He'll stay P2 at the moment. And Shadow, no, that was his last lap. Can't get to it.
Yeah.
Slightly there.
I've just seen that.
Trying to keep track of people. And Sky High does not improve. Who is next up?
Shadow's on a lap actually, and he has gone marginally quicker. I think it was about 200.
Merck invalidated. I think he might have been going quicker. Antivirus.
Sorry, look at
3
Gary.
tenths up so
Gary hasn't
far.
made it.
Let's watch Antivirus. There's a spinner in sector 1. Can Antivirus get pole position? He can. Fantastic lap. Nicks it by a tenth.
Over to you, Shadow. Who is again on a lap where
It's just up, isn't he? It's not
just
enough.
again
It's
it won't
not
be
enough
enough.
at the moment. He's gained time marginally on every single sector so far. He's got to do it again in sector 3.
It's gonna be closest.
Can he do it? Yeah, I think you're right. He's got to nail it though. He has got to nail it. Final few corners. The pressure
Not using
on
all
your
the track.
fingers.
Oh,
Do you think that cost him time?
I think yeah.
I don't know
going
whether
towards-
he did it on purpose or if it was he lost traction, but
It's definitely lost him. I
think-
don't think it lost him first,
yeah.
but it cost him a few thousand possibly. I mean, if anything, you just want to. You might say, okay, you want to look for the shorter run to the line, but if anything on that corner,
Well, I think that was the
you just-
longer run
yeah.
to do that, in a way.
you just want to keep your car
be
as
fair.
straight as possible.
Yeah, maximise the exit. Jones Gang improves up to P3. He joins Antivirus and Shadow in the 124s.
Speeds up doesn't improve either.
Yeah, I think he's the final runner from a session. So yeah, I think Jones Gang... Oh, Elusive. We missed him. Up to P3,
Oh, good
coming
luck.
up from Tier 3, proving he deserves to be in Tier 2 and the Red Bull seat. He's effectively replaced Merck in that Red Bull seat,
Yeah.
and he's ahead of Merck. So,
Big improvement
Merck
from him,
is-
actually. You know, I think he was in Tier 1 last season, and with no, without, what's the word, with all due
points or
respect, there you
not
go.
too many appearances.
He was fighting quite hard just to get into the points, and you know, I think he has improved a lot, and I think
Yeah.
he is showing it so far this season. Obviously, getting P3A so far.
I think, as I said, I will build up the mentality of I find this quite interesting psychologically that Merck's behind Elusive and Jones gang.
Well,
Elusive replaced him in the Red Bull seat, and then Merck being demoted, you could say, to AlphaTauri, the junior team, and is behind his
well,
current teammate there, Jones gang. So will that psychologically impact Merck, the championship leader, really?
yeah, true. True about that. How many points is he ahead? It's quite
I'm
far.
not sure.
It's
Actually,
20,
usually
he's about 20
update
points
it by
ahead of the driver that
20.
in second. Well, theoretically second because we don't have perennial anymore. Speeds up in second place on the championship. Trooper missing the race. Not sure why. He's in P3. Goose down in P11 on the mediums, but
One of these days, I need to ask Goose, why do you always do one lap in qualifying?
well,
Maybe they wanted P11 and Trovo, because they are placed there.
did he do
don't
one
know.
lap?
I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I can't check.
Neither can I.
I think he might have done. I don't know, unless he invalidated the other ones. I mean, that's sort of his gimmick now, so... It's interesting, though. We've seen in quite a few driver changes, but still quite close. An interesting field. I think we're in for a good race. It looks like it's going to be all dry. So hopefully we might get some rain later in Tier 1 to make up for the dryness so far. Which I'm sure all of you Tier 1 drivers will
there's a
love.
few clouds, but everyone's saying no. So it's like no rain. But I mean, Tier 1 rain, yeah. Like it and dislike it, really.
Well, I just like the rain.
I mean, I
because
haven't
it sort of
driven
mixes it up a bit.
I haven't been able to drive a car. I say I haven't been able to. I haven't. Just been on F1 for the past week or two.
You've been in COVID isolation.
Yeah, get away from F1, even at my own Grand Prix. So it's been nice to have a break. Nice to come back though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think
I
it is.
share your sentiment. But yeah, you are right. Merck does effectively have a 20-point lead over Speeds Up, so he is ahead of his championship rival at the start of this session.
Yeah.
And I didn't pick up on it because I've just seen the constructors, but Alfa Romeo only 1 point ahead of Red Bull, so Antivirus sky high. Also in competition with Elusive, Ice, and Coyote, really. But I like the look of this grid because I think, as I said, there's a few teams with both drivers up there, so hopefully we'll see some strategic decisions being played out before our eyes.
I hope so. I mean, this track, it's difficult for tyres.
Yeah.
A 1 or
have to
2 top
one-stop,
is possible. See how we get on.
Yeah, I've looked at the tyres as well, so the top 10, as we know, on the set of tyres, they completed their fastest qualifying lap on, and then P11 down to P15, deciding to go longer in the race on the medium compound tyres, and then Stupid Zombie electing for the softs at the back of the field.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be...
expected. I'm sorry to cut my
Yeah,
by the way, but
we would. No, right. I was just going to say, I think it will be interesting because I think about 5 of the top 7 are making their debuts in Tier 2, so there might be a little bit of a lack of trust and familiarity between the drivers, which could spice up the race.
Obviously, we know a few things about some of the new drivers here. Obviously, you've raced with Elusive, I think.
With all of them, to be fair, I think pretty much at one point or another.
So you know what he's capable of. We know what Antivirus is capable of.
Yeah.
Chappella, Tier, one worthy, supposedly. A Merc, but we won't comment on
I
that.
think he is, yeah. Lights out. Approaching in DTF1 Tier 2 in Silverstone, Britain. Are the lights going
Or
to
not.
turn on for us
Oh,
at the
yeah.
top of your screen? It is. 2, 3, 4, and... It is lights out, and away we go. It's Antivirus off the line. Is anyone going to challenge? They're close behind. And
Evans kept it
Elusive
on.
might get it done. Slight contact. Is Elusive going to get Shadow into this corner?
Someone's around. It's a
Contacts behind,
Williams. Is that
Williams.
Goose Slayer around?
Oh,
It is.
Debris
It is.
all over the place in the background. And Shadow's going to keep fighting on the inside. They're still at it. The Red Bull and the Haas. And now into Brooklands we go. Shadow on the inside. Elusive's going to try to fight it.
Is that Hamilton
Still
and Bottas?
going.
This is brilliant.
Coming
Oh.
contact as well. Wheel to wheel racing. Go on. Oh, and Elusive stops behind. Is he going to try again though? Don't give up on this.
Further back down the field,
Think he's
both
too
Williams
far
have had an
behind.
absolute nightmare of a start. I think both of them were involved in the collision. Now P13 and 15. Not a good start for them.
Yeah, hopefully Goose hasn't got wing damage, because that will be what'll hurt him more than anything. I mean, he's got a chance to catch up on these guys. They all Constantinoed up. Japella up to P4. He's going to challenge Elusive. He's going to go down the inside, perhaps. No, not this time around. He was too far back, I think, to make the lunge. Who's gained places? Let me put that in.
Not many drivers, to be fair.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the
Holding firm.
Williams, I don't know what happened at that for the Williams to get that span. I'm guessing it was just a
Yeah, it's hard.
sandwich, but
Yeah. Possible. It's always difficult for us to say, and I think turn one here is quite tricky.
yeah.
Japella having a look.
As we've got a glitched leaderboard, so
Yeah, vintage. Antivirus does still lead though. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo fans. Shadow P2. That was some great driving, to be fair.
it was, and you know, they kept it
They still-
clean despite the wheel banging. I mean,
Yeah. Side by side for about 5 or 6 corners.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff. That's what we like to see. It's a Merc down to P8, so he didn't have the best of starts. He's probably lost out the most. Of those he P8 was that leaderboard.
P7, I think, because
P7, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, he didn't have a good start either. I'm not sure what happened with him off the line, or unless he gets to back out into turn
Oh, is
one.
that Gary? I think it's Gary.
It's Gary. Oh, he's in the gravel.
In the gravel. He must have completely lost it, unless
he
there was
can't
some
get back
contact.
on the track. Oh,
Yeah. He's going to have to pit. He'll have to hope for a safety car.
yeah.
He's going to need to conjure up a safety car, I think, to get back in this one, unfortunately. It is a tough track. He won't be the last person who'll lose it there today. I'm quite confident of that.
We need to see a puncture up in there like Kvyat did. But
I think there's so many times throughout this track that the car is just on a knife edge. And
it's it, yeah.
Maggots and Beckett's probably the worst of it. DRS enabled, Elusive, back at Shadow. Not quite close enough. Yeah, Japella not quite on the back of Elusive, but Shadow is always... Oh, and Shadow out wide here. Elusive on the inside. This could get very tasty. Contact there, be careful. Oh, the contact. No one's spun those. Still, but he's got to be careful as well because he gets so much dirty air here. It's unbelievable. Yep, that's the dirty air for you. And he's going to lose out even worse now. Japella's can get the position. You don't quite realise until you're behind a car there how bad it is for dirty air, to be honest. You have to be so careful. So easy to come off. But Japella will be happy about that.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Antivirus in a brilliant position.
They need to be careful here.
He's
Sorry,
free of DRS.
of zombies
Mercedes.
AI coming out of the pits.
Yeah.
Not nice, because if one of these causes a collision, that was close between, I think it was Sky High,
Yeah.
and the Mercedes.
Yeah, we've seen similar happen.
Gary hasn't picked, so he's carried on those softs. I don't think they'll be in the best of conditions, but
Yeah, it's a tricky one, really. We'll go back to the tyres. So yeah, Lobster pitted. Goose did carry on, so he might have some wing damage. We don't know, but he has carried on for now. Shadow close to the back of Japella.
yeah, that was
really close. I almost thought he was gonna.
I thought he was
going
going
to
to send it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes the dirty air again.
So close now. Yeah.
Thing is, as well, the tyres overheat around here as well, so
Oh, and Japella suffering from it this time as well.
he's done well to hold it.
Yeah, very well.
Here comes
So
Jones
Shadow
Gang.
getting the place back again.
Not quite.
Not quite close enough. Japella just about getting it back up to speed with a DRS open. I don't know if there's any other turn in the game that's that sort of temperamental for Dirty Air almost. Because Dirty Air isn't really a big thing in the game, but that corner, I mean, obviously, yeah, there is a racing line, but if you're off the racing line through Maggots and Beckett's, you just get absolutely done, really.
Yeah. Excuse me about that.
And it's such a high-speed corner.
I think you're right with that
difficult to
one.
nail even without
Oh,
it.
and
So.
Jones Gang almost loses it. And that's
Yeah.
going to invite Merck. Are they going to play team orders here, or are they going to carry on as they are?
Or as a Howes off as well. Has
He's
to be
back
careful.
on.
He does
Oh,
well not to lose it
electro
completely.
freeze.
Yeah.
Swooping by.
Yeah, they are struggling here. It's not an easy
Except for
track.
Antivirus, who's got a 3-second lead now.
He'll be loving it. It's really working out for him. They're all battling behind, and he's just pulling away out front, checking out
Any more dirty
in the
air this
Alfa Romeo.
time?
Not quite. Elusive a little bit further ahead, isn't he?
Yeah.
So. Down the Hanger Straight. Is anyone close
Still
enough to
on the
make a
team
move?
orders
Oh!
at Alpha Tauri. Yeah,
I thought Shadow was going for it there for a second. The angle of the TV cam.
I didn't quite see it.
Well, the TV cam suggested he went for it. I don't know what the onboard probably contradicts it. Yeah, Jones Gang just staying about within a second of Japella. I think as long as Jones Gang is in the DRS of Japella, I think AlphaTauri will hold firm. Maybe they'll decide to, you know, if these two are 5th and 6th at the end of the race, maybe they'll decide to get Merck ahead of his teammate for the Drivers' Championship, but we'll see.
Shadow's
We don't know
got a
what's
good
in the contract.
opportunity here.
Is he quite close enough though?
Not. Oh.
Yeah. I think that's the tricky thing about this track. That there are overtaking opportunities, but it's hard to get close out of the corners, lead into the straights, really. So. This is Jones Gang and Electro Freeze going at it. It is, and Electro Freeze going wide. Goose Slayer swoops in and takes the place, fighting back. Still points on the line, and he is on the medium compound tyres. And of course, there could be safety cars or VSCs, we do not know.
Oh dear. Two people we haven't mentioned yet, or not what I can remember. Coyote, running his very lonely race in P8. Speeds up in P9, who, you know, based off his previous races, maybe not making as much progress as he'd like. Obviously, still plenty of time to go in this race. Anything can happen, but
yeah, he's not quite gained as many places as usual yet, has he?
yeah, not yet. But you know, I mean, I think those mediums are starting to work now because Beef has caught him up as well.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see when these guys pit. I think the lap window, in my opinion, pit window really does open around lap 8.
Still no team orders at AlphaTauri. They need to get the move done. Here goes Merc around the outside. Can he get it done this time? Yes, he can.
Yeah, I think that was smart driving by Jones guy. You don't go too aggressive defending as well. You don't want to hit your teammate. It's the cardinal sin of Formula 1 if it happens. The problem is I don't know how hard they were fighting, but obviously they're 2 seconds off the back of Japella now, so I mean Merck's got a penalty anyway, so Merck at the moment would be behind Merck despite moving ahead of him on track. Shadows wide. Can Japella take advantage? I think he's too far back. They're spaced out more than they were earlier now. 2, 3 and 4. So Merck will stay ahead. Sky High keeping them honest in P7. Is anyone going to pit? Merck is. Interesting. He wants the undercuts. That's a fantastic lap by Antivirus, by the way. He's fastest lap on these worn soft tyres. Brilliant.
I'm just going to watch what
looking good out
Merck
front.
goes on to here. It's got to be the hards,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Nah, he'll go mediums, I think.
Can they make it?
I think so, yeah.
It is mediums.
I don't see why
right.
hards would be too. He wouldn't get the undercut done if he was. Oh no, is he on the hards?
I'm not sure. I can't see.
He's on the hards. I think that's the wrong move, personally.
I mean, I don't know. Am I colourblind or something?
Maybe not.
I saw mediums, but
I'm not sure what the delta. I don't know what the delta gap is in the tyres, but I'm not sure that's the right call, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Could be proven wrong. Oh,
it might damage his undercuts as well. Yeah, both. It's Racing Point versus Williams in the midfield. Beaver and Speeds Up close.
Oh, Speeds Up's got damage.
Goose as well. Does he?
On his.
Oh yeah, he does.
Front end plate.
Front left, yeah.
That's going to need repairing for this track.
Yeah, that's why he's not doing one of his miracle drives. I do remember there was a Racing Point sort of slow on the apex of turn 3. So that might have been it. Yellow flag, safety car.
That's really hurt. Merck,
yeah. They're all pitting now, you know, they are all
at least
pitting.
He gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is easily avoidable.
He'll be, yeah, I don't blame him. He'll be really frustrated with that because he was going quite slowly anyway, I think, so he must have just been over. Beaver's going to stay out. So Williams, they're going to stay out, but I think you just lose so much time in the pit lane. They're going to have to get lucky with another safety car or VSC to
Agreed. Yeah.
To come back into it, really. But that pit lane is busy.
Drivers like Gary as well back into play, who had a dreadful start to this race. I think it's the medium compound tyres for him. Let's see what tyres everyone's gone on, actually.
Jones gang on the hards as well. So the AlphaTauri, maybe that's something to do with their car. They're on the hard tyres.
What is Franz Tost telling them? Franz Toast. So
we'll have to work. Did anyone lose out? I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, Merck did too.
Merck
Sky
probably.
High and his teammate Jones can. Other than that, I think everyone's kept their position.
Yeah. So yeah, only the top 3 haven't pitted. As you said, it will give Gary a chance. We were saying Gary, also known as Gandalf, was going to have to conjure up a safety car.
Yeah.
One of his spells, and he's done it. So you can blame Gary for that one.
I'll quickly go through some of the lap times before the safety car come out. So Beaver just done a 130.5. Harlow just done a 130.8. Goose done a 130.1. Antivirus 128.7, so that was his fastest lap. Elusive 129 flat, that's his fastest lap as well. Shadow 129.6. Japella 129.5. Jones Gang 130.3, so I think those softs weren't really working for him either. Sky High 129.9 and Merck a 135, but that's because he's pit. So
yeah. I think that's the thing about the hards, though. Obviously, they'll be doing the laps under the safety car as well, so I think these mediums will definitely, well, the fresh mediums will make it till the end. It's Beaver, Hal, and Goose who've all taken the risk
Did we see
to
where
stay out.
Electro Freeze span?
I think it was out of cops from the looks of it. He
Okay.
crash, I think, probably went into the wall on the right-hand side of the exit of cops. So he would have lost it at cops. Turn 9. If you're not sure what I mean by cops, it's the fast right-hander, and if you look at the full track map, basically where the number 2 is, it's that corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is easy to lose it there as well, to be fair
Yeah, it's...
to him. You have to take it fast, but I mean, if you misjudge it, then it's easy to have a problem.
I think anyway.
I did see a cop.
Sorry, I think anyone on this track.
I was going to
really
say someone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so cops is this corner here, basically.
Yeah.
So I presume he may have taken too much of the grass or something, and then I think he hit the barrier on the right based on where his car was on the full track map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think someone commented in the chat box, Tubes, Antivirus is in for a very boring race. Well, he's going to have to do some overtaking now.
He is.
Might be a little bit more
Very,
entertaining for him.
Not easy drivers, they're easy to get past, you know.
Yeah. He'll be on fresh tyres though. I think he'll just have to be a bit careful. He'll have to bear that in mind when overtaking them. Safety car is in this lap.
Can we not see a silly restart, please? Unless it adds a bit of spice, but last thing we want is everyone getting wing damage and
Yeah, absolutely.
possible future battles being ruined in this race due to wing damage.
When's he gonna go? When is Beaver gonna go?
Now he's gone, I think.
Communication with Goose.
He hasn't.
White.
Oh,
Now I think he's gone.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gone now, isn't he?
Hal is off the track already, and that's going to allow
Yeah.
Goose to get through.
Yeah, I think Goose did get it done under green flags, unless.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Oh, and antivirus. Oh, and there's a big.
Oh, and 2 of them. What the? Oh.
That was.
I was on board with
That
Elusive.
was close.
It's getting feisty now, isn't it?
Look, there's 3 wide.
Oh, 3 wide.
Oh, that's
Oh
never
my
gonna
goodness, how
roll.
did they not? How did they not crash? I think they were 3 wide.
Shadow had to back out, and why always lagging
Yeah.
backwards?
Japella nearly got speared by the 2 of them.
Antivirus actually hit the back of Hal, which is what caused all that, I think.
Okay. I don't know, because I was on board with Elusive, and then I saw like Shadow, and then also Japella on the right.
And there was so many
Merc and
battles going
Sky
on
as
that
well.
we can't keep track.
Oh, contact to the back of Merc. He's not spun it though. But Jones Gang, Shadow. Is either of them going to give it up?
Brave move. You got a
Shadow
penalty
takes
for
the
it. But
position. Yeah. Frenzied start. Absolutely frenzied. Antivirus still in P4 looking at the back of Hal. Is he close enough? No DRS yet.
he's going around the outside. Should have the traction. He does.
Yeah, he's got it done. Great move. That's what he needs to.
That's
If
what
he
we
wants
like
to
to
win this
see.
race, he needs to get it done. When the Ferrari going deep of Gary,
Yeah.
I think there.
I thought he almost smacked into the back of Kyoto there.
Yeah. Yeah, so close again.
So the 2 Williams
Packed
leading.
up again, like the start.
When was
yeah.
the last time this
For
happened?
now.
We have seen it. Was it Belgium? Could have been. I can't remember.
Possibly. We've seen a few safety cars
Yeah.
this season, so.
Oh, that was weird. I had a visual glitch. Here goes Japella on Elusive. He decides to back out. I think he could have got that done there, but deciding to wait.
Yeah, Elusive looking at Hal as well. Hal's got to drive smart. He is an older mediums. He might not want to fight them too hard. I mean, as well, I mean, Goose and Beaver need Hal to hold them all up.
They
As well,
do,
really.
yeah.
Japella close to the back of Elusive.
Keep an eye on the dirty air through here. Japella taking a bit of the curb.
It's incredible, really. The top four... Oh, Gary's lost it again. I think it's the same...
It is, yeah. Oh,
Similar to earlier. That's remarkable.
it's the same corner, you're right, I think.
Goose twitchy.
Can't get it back
Japella and
on.
Elusive battling as well. Contact, maybe.
Gary's just got a penalty for multiple one, I don't get that, but...
Oh, and Shadow on Elusive. Great move.
How
Yeah, I
is
was just getting the top-
really holding these guys up. But
Yeah, he's doing a good job of it, though.
here comes
Shadow
Shadow
looking at
again.
Japella.
Ooh.
Yeah, he backed off, I think, into that corner. Yeah, the
Deep
top
jumps going.
13 separated by 8
Oh,
seconds.
and there's a spinner. It's sky high. I think he tried going down the inside of Merck. Merck completely shut the door on him. Didn't see whose fault it was, really.
Yeah, Hal's still ahead of these guys. One Shadow and Japella. That was nearly a rear tyre and front tyre
Here goes
connection.
antivirus on Goose Slayer as well. Into Cops. Oh, but he's
Oh,
gone!
oh! Did he need to go for that? Maybe not.
He needs to be careful.
I think he was
It's his
behind
teammates.
entering the corner as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, he's 10 seconds behind the leader.
Both Alfa Romeos spinning out within a
Yeah,
lap.
and Japella on Hal now. Japella might be looking at the race win if he moves through these guys.
Shadow
and now
needs to get
Shadow on
through. What a
Hal.
move! Brilliant, actually, from
Yeah,
him. Hal
brakes later
concedes
gets
position.
it done as well. Unbelievable stuff. Yeah, we didn't quite see the full antivirus Goose contact, but I think antivirus was behind entering Cops, so tricky one. It's hard to go too wide there, especially if one of the drivers was on older tyres, and he of course was entitled to defend that. So I said that's not over yet. I mean,
No.
I know, you know, unless he got wing damage. I hope he didn't.
Don't think so. I think he's carried on. Yeah, he has.
But he's about 8 seconds behind Japella, and Japella, well, Japella, Shadow, Hal, Elusive, Merc all have penalties of some sort. So he's still got a chance, really, I think. Of at least maybe, I mean, he can still look at a podium if he's not got any damage, which I don't
He
think
has got the pace
has.
as well.
Yeah.
Which, you
He's
know,
definitely
we saw
shown
from
us that.
earlier in the race. As Elusive gets past Hal just before
That's brave.
Maggots and Beckett. Yeah, very brave. I think there's DRS as well, so we could have waited for that, but
Yeah.
no, once
Nah, we don't like to wait for DRS. And a Japella on Shadow, and Japella
Japella's
loses
well.
it. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a crash.
And there is, it's a big crash.
Oh my
Speed
god.
got involved. There's another Alfa Romeo.
Oh, that had to be a safety car.
Yeah.
Maybe even
You
a red
predicted
flag.
it, and you predicted correctly. This is a perfect time for the Williams to pit if
Well,
they need.
Oh no, they missed it. They're going to get caught as well, I think, by the safety
Unless
car.
they let it pass.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
No, it's collecting the
Remarkable
drivers.
timing. That's remarkable.
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's...
That sort of helped Japella as
how
well get
did-
back into it.
Yeah, how did Japella go? This is antivirus back in the game now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gary's
Crazy.
back in the game. Soft's going
Maybe
on to
Gary
Sorry, carry on.
Gary did a spell and put some oil on the track there, maybe.
It's wizardry to
I've
come
seen
out
it-
again.
I've seen Harry say, amazing Monday for the stewards. I think you might be right about that one.
Oh, this is only tier 2. I mean, I don't know how many incidents there was in tier 3.
I don't think tier 3 was too bad. That was a big crash. I mean, I think Japella couldn't really get out of the way, to be fair.
I caught
He was
the back
stuck in the
end of
racing
it.
line, so...
Yeah,
I didn't quite get the brilliant of... It wasn't the best camera angle, so I didn't capture
saw-
everything, but...
the only
it
reason
was,
I saw multiple cars go off is because I saw some debris fly off. And then all of a sudden there was Sky High dropping down, Speeds Up dropping down, Japella also dropping down. think Coyote got affected as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Elusive as well. When he was coming round Stowe, he got so close to hitting his Chapella's front wing.
Yeah, Elusive did well to avoid it. I don't know who it was after. Someone after Elusive hit him. They couldn't get out of the way of that. I don't think. Really.
No.
I think the Williams have got a pit, to be honest.
And
Goose
one of
is.
them has.
Or is it Beaver? It's Goose. Oh, he's not. I think he got 5 seconds as well.
Speeding
He'll be so pissed off with that, to be honest. I mean, if I was him, I might just pit Beaver, because unless there's another safety car, he's going to come out 20 seconds behind everyone else. So, you know, they'll lose out, but they'll be on the softs, and I think most people ahead are on the... This is the interesting thing, actually, though. Well, Chapella's on the soft, so he could easily come through the field and still win the race, despite...
How did his tyre not fall off? He got hit multiple times. Some interesting choices, actually. Just looking at the guys who pitted, some soft runners and mediums now. Soft's obviously going to be beneficial for the early stages for the rest of this race, but then the mediums should come back into it for the last 3-4 laps, possibly.
I think the softs is a good call at this stage. I mean, the interesting thing as well is so many of them have penalties. I'll flick it on there. You'll see them on the left. So, you know, Antivirus and Jones Gang do not have penalties. At the moment, if the field stays Constantined up, Jones Gang is very much in a position to win this Tier 2 race. And so is Antivirus, despite that spin. So... I'm not sure what to say now, Josh.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure who's going to win this race, basically.
Safety car coming in again.
Yeah.
Those hard runners are going to be dead wood, let's say, to those guys on the soft.
They'll be harder to get going as well, won't they?
Yeah, they could take a lap or two.
Which could be a concern. I think I did a safety car restart in a league race on the hards, and they were very slippy around these corners to come. And Shadow will be on fresher tyres.
Something else as well. Beaver still has to
attack
pit, so...
Beaver. Yeah. He might have even just been better off pitting there, to be honest. I think he's just going to be so far back when he has to pit, unfortunately. Is Elusive going to get the run?
What?
Oh, they're so close here. Ooh. Yeah, Beaver. I think Beaver's in no man's land right now.
He is a bit, isn't he?
Maybe first, but
it's a bit of a lost, a bit of a lost cause at the moment. But
yeah, Shadow's they're gonna be all over him, I think now, and Shadow gets it done.
Sky High gets through as well, past Coyote, up to P11 for him.
Oh, nearly as well. He's down to P4 now. Or is he? Good defense.
He is. No. Not yet.
Mark.
He is now. He seemed very slow.
Superb driving. Yeah, it was a good job by Beaver though, not to... He needs to keep it going. I don't know what he's going to do now in terms of strategy, but yeah.
We're going to see...
Oh, and how? And
Gary, don't spin again here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, near contact.
And...
Oh my god. And now Chapella's joining in, and Gary.
Oh my Gary, saying, "What are you doing?
Oh,
Why are you hitting me?"
I think Hal's gonna get. I think Hal's still in P8.
Oh, again!
Oh.
Say again.
And there's that. Someone's pitting.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's someone round. It was Speeds up again. Chapella has been passed. I'm not sure what's going on anymore. I can't keep track of it all. Speeds up's getting past Goose, so it's all going on.
Yeah, we don't know what to say. We won't say anything more. Just watch the race.
It's all going on. Sock's in P5 after being stone wall last as well. Here
all
comes
making
Hal on
moves.
Sky High. Can he get the move done around the outside?
Oh, well done, boys.
He's gone off as well, though. And I think Sky High just about keeps the position.
Yeah. Well, even Sky High, I think, had... I don't know if he spun completely, but he... Something happened to him earlier as well.
He
So
did,
there's just
yeah.
so many
I think he had
comebacks and everything.
contact, I believe.
Yeah. I went Gary and Goose as well. In to turn 9. Shadow somehow.
Oh, and look at that antivirus
Leading the
and
race.
Socks going as well. That was close.
Will he get it done? Looks like on the
Oh.
steering wheel that overtake is enabled. He's moved late like Roman Grosjean.
In the same car.
Doing Haas proud. And he's still
He's
at
gonna
it.
go
His
for it, I
lobster.
think.
Go on.
He is going for it now. What a
Oh.
lunge.
Late on
It's
the
called a cross
oh,
shift.
okay.
Oh,
This
and
is
no
absolutely
contact.
mental.
Hal's up to 6th.
He's on the softs as well, so he's absolutely on the best tyre at
Here
this
comes
stage.
Japan.
Lobster running wide.
Big corner cut from Socks.
Yeah, he might get in trouble for this afterwards. But,
Oh, and contact
but-
again.
oh,
Here
and now
comes antivirus
antivirus.
back at Japella. Can he get the move done this time?
This is
Oh,
like
more
watching a
contact.
MotoGP race. They're all over the place, battling throughout the lap. And Hal goes deep. Different lines being taken as they fight for position. And elusive out front. He's only 4/10 behind Shadow. We do
Yeah.
not know where to look. So if we miss anything, we do apologise.
Too much going on. As Halley's desperate to get past the Haas
Yeah.
on those soft compound tyres. He needs to get it done very soon if he's going to make progress.
P6, P13
yeah.
separated. 2 cars.
Good exit this
2
time.
seconds. Separating 7 cars, and DRS is at play, and elusive gonna get
Oh, and
past
that's-
Shadow as well for the race lead. Did Lobster move late again?
Oh, I didn't quite see. Oh, and more
Oh,
contact.
contact
Socks is
as well.
round. Oh, more
and he's hit
contact at the back,
someone as
Socks
well,
is
I
out.
think.
Front wing flying everywhere. I think Goose has got damage. No, it's not Goose. I think it's Coyote who's got damage.
Yeah, possibly. Crazy stuff. And
And
it's a
it's another
safety
safety
car
car.
again!
Oh my
A
goodness.
safety car
this
again.
is ridiculous.
Well, I don't mind it personally, but the stewards might say otherwise.
Well,
So
well,
Gary-
we are loving this.
So Gary and Goose back in with a shout. And Goose, I mean, if Goose pits, which I think he should, he'll get that 5-second penalty removed. So
Yeah.
it's worth pitting. Wow, this is incredible. And penalties as well. We're not going to get too many more laps under the green flag. So penalties will play a big part. Jones Gang, up the Jones Gang. I've seen
He
some
might
comments in support of him today.
Oh,
He is
what
in
does
with a tremendous chance right here.
This is crucial though, because what do the drivers do? Do they
Yeah,
pit or not?
yeah, that's true actually, because Jones Gang and Merck on the hard tyres. This
If
is
they don't pit, and the others
Hmm.
do behind them, they are in
Yeah.
trouble. If they do
But-
pit, but the others don't, it's still
Yeah.
going to be hard. It's a difficult decision for them to make.
it's hard to overtake without DRS as well. I mean, Jones Gang doesn't have any penalties. He might just be better off risking it and staying out.
We'll see what happens.
But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Elusive stays out. Shadow fakes it, but does not pit. Merc stays out.
No, it does
So they're
stay out.
staying out
Jones
so
Gang
far.
stays
Will
out.
this-
I think. Oh, and there's.
Yeah.
I think that's.
that antivirus?
That is antivirus and
Yeah.
Coyote.
And
Gary in
And
the
Gary.
pits as well. So not as many drivers possibly as we maybe thought.
yeah. Goose stayed out. Maybe he didn't have any fresh tyres at the left. But you want to remove the penalty if you can, really. I think.
We just need to
I have
just have
seen
a bit of a
Harry-
breather.
Yeah. Oh, it was meant to already, you know. It's a bit like the Baku race as well in, well, it was 2017, 2018. It's just safety cars causing safety cars. And I'm pleased about that as well. That we've not seen VSCs. Let's bunch them up and go racing. I mean, in a way, I'm glad I'm not in this race because the heart rates must be exploding.
I mean, look at them all
all over the
bunching up.
place.
There's not even many of
Yeah.
them left. Or it doesn't feel like it.
I think without jinxing it, I think we said France might have been the best race 2 weeks ago of the season. I'm not so sure now. Oh, did he hit? Is there did Shadow have
Ignoring
contact with
yellow
someone?
flag. That's
Oh, is that Shadow?
strange. Yeah. He might
he
get that
clips it.
removed, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure what.
possibly.
I'm not sure what you could get ignoring yellow flag for on this.
In all fairness, we don't. I mean, we'll find out what the provisional results are at the end of the race, but whether or not they stay true to that, we do not know. There's bound to be a lot of incident clips, I'm sure, coming out of this race. And again, will any of them pit? Oh, I sort of wanted Goose to pit, to be honest there. I think you'd be better off trying to remove the penalty. About 5 seconds. Oh, antivirus in again. It's a strange one. There's third pit stop. Well, I think, Josh, you said, it might be a 1 or 2 stop this race, and I was sort of like, oh, no, it's a 1 stop, but because of the safety cars,
Well,
we have seen
we
2
don't need
stops
rain.
and 3 stops. Well, that's true as well, isn't it?
Well, maybe it is a good job we didn't have rain then, isn't it? We won't be seeing this, possibly. Yeah, it's... Who knows what's going to happen now as antivirus pits again. I don't know if you've already mentioned that.
Yeah, I did. He's on fresh softs. Coyote, Gary, and antivirus all in the fresh soft tyre. My voice is beginning to...
Well, I'm starting to get a sore throat again.
Whew. Only 4 laps to go. Usually Silverstone's one of the quickest races as well to commentate on, because it's a high-speed lap and
It is.
not too many laps overall, but I think they moved Tier 1 back 15 minutes, and I'm not sure what the time is now.
It's 8:05.
Probably the right call. Yeah, not too bad actually.
No.
But probably the right call.
Yeah, we can have a bit of a breather afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gary might want to
A lie down.
express his frustrations as well, possibly, and then have a nap.
Well, I think as much as I like Gary, I think he's also had quite a lot of good fortune with the safety cars allowing him to catch up as well.
Yeah, I think he's been involved in quite a few things today. I think at least 3 or 4 different accidents.
Well, I think probably everyone has.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I mean, don't know about Beaver. I mean, he's the only driver I can think that hasn't been involved in anything. But
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. Anyway, the restart.
Yeah.
5 laps to go.
Yeah, as we said, penalties absolutely could play a part, but at the moment, Elusive has control of the race. He's slidey there, though. He is slidey.
Managed to get a good
But they're
restart,
away
to be
here.
fair.
4 more laps. They've got to survive 4 more laps.
Sky High is going to be
Of
looking at
high-speed
Jones
action.
down
Yeah.
very shortly. He's got penalty
Yeah.
there.
He's got 14 seconds worth of penalties. Oh, yep.
How
Barreling.
very
They're
tense
on soft
moment.
as well. Japella around the
and
outside. Oh, and Hal
Hal's
loses it.
round.
I think that was just losing traction,
was,
to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Unless I'm wrong.
That's a shame, actually. He was
Antivirus.
on for the points, I think.
Yeah, threatening. Yeah, he only had 3 seconds worth of penalties as well,
Yeah.
which is so crucial now. And Goose attacking, speeds up on the medium compound tyres. Yeah, again, I don't know where to. I don't know where to spectate.
We have to wait.
We don't have replays.
Oh, someone else is
Yellow
it's Hal.
flags. Hal's off.
Again, yeah, those soft won't be nice anymore. Overheated.
Goose right on the back of speeds up. It's elusive pulling a gap. They will have full ERS to use.
I need to check the
as
penalties
well.
here. This is... Woohoo! It's going to be close. I imagine. Fine margins between who wins this event.
Yeah.
I suspect.
As we said, all Jones Gang needs to do is stay within 5 seconds of elusive. But
Yeah, he's
elusive
struggling.
puts in the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, the current gap we have at the moment showing us is 3.3, as here comes Sky High, not quite made the move.
Yeah, this is what's going to kill Jones Gang. He might even just be better off letting him go, to be honest.
Yeah,
because
that gap's going on.
he needs to, he needs to focus on the gap. He doesn't need to be battling people. But it's a tricky one. Sky High's tyres are a little bit older as well. Oh! Can't believe there wasn't contact there.
No.
It was so close.
Did well to keep it out of the rear end of Alpha Tauri. Mert picks up another penalty. That is crucial as well.
Yeah, it's going to drop him back. Even speeds up, you know. He's going to gain places. He hasn't got any penalties
That's true.
either, so
he's
going to get
on?
the miracle driving again.
He's been a bit of a dark horse this race. You know, it's not really.
I swear he always seems to come under the radar, doesn't he?
He does.
You know, and pick
Yeah,
up
and here goes
5 points.
Japella on Sky High, squeezing him. Just about enough room there. Sky High's not going to give it all on the inside, and Japella's round again.
Yeah, that was a day late and $1 short, as Martin Brundle might say. Japella will not be pleased about that one.
That's him at the points. I'm sure.
Yeah, he went for the lunge, but I mean those softs were quite old as well, so it was a tricky one for him to judge. Jones Gang will be loving this though. It's created a gap behind him, and he's within the 5 seconds still. He's got to.
Oh, both.
He needs to stay. So carry on.
Say both Alfa Romeos got very close to taking each other out there as well.
Yeah. Well, Jones Gang needs to. He cannot lose more than 1.1 seconds. He's just losing time now. If you look at the gap to the leader.
Aren't...
Wow, yeah.
1 second now.
I'm a bit surprised. He just seemed to be losing so much time there, to be honest.
How much time is he going to lose here?
Yeah.
There's the 10th gone. Oh, not quite.
Yeah, it's all about that gap, really.
4.1. It's close because we've got 1 lap left. If he makes a mistake, that is it.
And Goose looking at his teammate as well down in P7. So Goose as well. And Beaver somehow in P6.
If Speeds up doesn't get a penalty, he's gone for a podium again.
Antivirus pitting. I think he was disconnected there, so I'm not sure whether. Yeah, unfortunately.
Gary Peterson
what's happened.
In the points again.
Yeah, but will the penalties come into play? We do not know. Final lap of this race.
That's 4.4 now. 4.0. Just cut that down.
He seems to lose time here, but I don't know. The revving glitch is making it difficult for me to judge. So I do. Unfortunately, will Goose get past his teammate? Beaver doesn't have any penalties though, so I think they'll just hold station there. It's such an incredible race.
It is. We haven't been able to have a little bit of a breather these last few laps.
I don't know who on earth will. I don't know who on earth will give driver the day.
The fucking dumb. I think
we'll let you decide that in the chat box.
I think I know the driver who's going to get it. If he pulls it off.
Wins.
Who's the punk guy?
Oh, he's got.
Nice to meet you, mate.
I think he's got 15, 16, 17, 18, the 4 most important corners of his racing career in this league. He cannot lose more than 5 tenths, Jones Gang.
Punk's not going to be able to see what we can all see.
Elusive will cross the line. Jones Gang wins in Tier 2.
Speeds up
for Jones Gang.
As well.
Incredible.
That is definitely not the order we would have predicted before the race. I'm sorry, it's just not. No one would have predicted that.
Absolutely.
He's been outshot.
Well,
Wow.
he's maybe had his doubters, Jones gang, to be fair to him, but he didn't pick up any penalties, and in league racing, that's what you have to do. And the safety cars, yes, they did help, but he's put it together. Staying out on the hard tyres as well. Tremendous drive by Jones gang. Tremendous.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he gets to win, he's my driver of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, just because I don't know who else to say, really. Oh.
I don't know.
Best race of the season? I think we say it
Yeah.
after most races now.
I think we've got.
I think it'd have to
How
be,
can
wouldn't
it get better? I don't see any race getting better than that. It's got whatever other races we've got. It's got to produce something out of the ordinary. And better overall than this one. That was ridiculous.
It's the amount of safety cars as well. And to be fair to me, even the first sort of the few laps, like Shadow and Elusive, what a battle at the start of the race. They were side by side through pretty much the whole first sector, I think, maybe even into the second. So, throughout the race. So many incidents as well. I mean, I dread to think how many instant clips we're going to see.
Just wait for them all to flood in.
In Discord. Yeah. And Jones gang changing his flag to the flag of Peru, and maybe that gave him the motivation and inspiration to win this race. Jones gang wins Tier 2 in Britain.
I don't see.
I don't know what
Brits
to
in the
say
top
really.
10. Unless Shadow's a Brit. Oh no, well, am I
Sky
blind?
High.
Sky High, yeah.
P10, yeah.
I'd say been
That's what we've
dominated
said.
by the Americans.
Yeah. In the Internationales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the order for now. I'm sure there's going to be some change in the order. But I don't think Jones gang was involved in anything, actually. So I think he should be safe, hopefully, out front. Really.
Where are we next week?
Well, I did compare this race to that track. We are in
Bloody Baku.
Azerbaijan next week. So I'm already
I
sort
hope
of
that's a
rubbing
good
my
race.
hands.
It's got to be.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Based on that.
Front wings
as
should
well.
just fly off everywhere.
Yeah, we'll take bets on the number of those.
Bets on. Let's have a bet on how many either safety cars or DNFs we're going to get in that race. But
I don't know. Will we see more safety cars in Azerbaijan than we did today?
we
Maybe
see a
not,
pile up
but-
at the castle section. Like you
I'll
caused on the formation map.
Oh yeah, I've done that before. I'll have to prepare my high-pitched voice again for such a moment. Alright, I think we'll end it there,
We'll
unless
end
you
it
have
there.
anything to add, Josh.
I do not.
I was-
Except for welcome back.
Absolutely. Many more races to go. Hopefully, we can get some more like that. I think I've got 27 viewers.
Oh, good. That's
this
not
week
quite a
higher, which I
record,
think's
but that's
very good.
definitely
Was it 33 the record?
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah. Still very good though. I'm very happy with that
The
actually.
numbers will carry
Thank
on
you all for watching.
staying there, and yet,
Yeah. It was definitely a race worth watching, I think, as well. you
Yeah.
know, as well, in all honesty. So yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. See you in a week's time for Azerbaijan.
don't want to miss it.
Bye for now.